Thanks for staying with us. Now, regular exercise can have a profoundly positive impact on depression, anxiety, and ADHD. It also relieves stress, improves memory, helps us sleep better, boosts our overall mood. I think that's why I'm not I'm moody right now. And you don't have to be a fitness fanatic to actually reap this benefit. Now, new research from a large study demonstrates that low exercise or cardiorespiratory fitness and muscle strength have a significant association with worse mental health. Researchers have reported a clear link between low physical fitness and the risk of experiencing symptoms of depression, anxiety, or both. The study, which included more than 150,000 participants, found that cardiorespiratory fitness and muscle strength independently contribute to a greater risk of worse mental health. Now, how can we be physically active, and how physically active are you? That's the question tonight. Now, let us hear what you have to say. Remember, you can join the conversation. Send us an SMS or WhatsApp to 081-803-84663. So before I bring in Maji, I already asked you, Elsie, how physically fit are you? So how is your mood generally? Like, do you really feel good after every exercise, or is just all these mental fitness people trying to psych us that it's good for us?
I am beauty.
I am beauty.
Yeah, well, if you don't have to do that one, just say I'm beauty.
You're always happy.
But I think it really works. I started taking it serious, I think, 4 years ago, and I know the difference. Like I said, when I wake up in the morning and decide, you know what, today I did not kill anybody, I'm not getting up from this bed. There are days like that, so I try to ensure I do it 3 times a week. On good weeks, then it's probably 5 times a week, but 3 times a week it is. And what I do since COVID-19 lockdown and all, I haven't gone back to the gym. So I used to go to the gym, but now I just wake up, do 3 kilometers walk, 1 kilometer run, and recently I added jumping jack and a few. Oh, remember our routine from the yoga distance? So I added that as well. And I mean, any day I do that, just know that I'm ready to respond to you nicely and ready to take it on. But any day I don't, you might call me at 9 o'clock and I'm like. So
going forward, I'm going to in the morning before I speak to you, I'll say, "Did you exercise today?" So I'll just ask that. Let me just throw it out there. Me, I don't have anything to say. Honestly, I've not exercised. I think.
But you used to.
I used to.
So what would you say is the difference between then and now? Because I used to see your video then.
No, so they
showing us sexy. So some of you just want to do it to show sexy.
No, that was.
And she's on that table because everything she wears there. Oh my God!
No, I have really nice gym outfits.
Thank God.
So for me, the gym outfit is my motivation to work out. I don't care what anybody think I'm vain like that. Leave me like that, you know. But at least you should have a motivation to want to work out.
Okay. So what happened? Did you burn your clothes?
No, I didn't. So the thing is,
you've exhausted them.
I've been doing this what's it called, online MBA, and it's been really draining me mentally. And I think I know now why some days I'm just tired to even do my homework, because I'm not even motivated to even get up at all. So I know now. So I
just
thank God.
Exercise. You will be
Maji is here. He will help me, but I want to do it within the house. Right, I don't want to do it outside the house anymore.
Oh, okay.
But the challenge with me is that I really love very long walks.
And this
I
is good.
really love very long walks.
It doesn't have to be in the morning, you know.
You know, insecurity before they go kidnap me on top of what.
Sorry.
So that's like I'm just scared. Let me bring in Maji. Maji is a wellness coach who needs no introduction. If you follow him closely, you would know he's very passionate about mental health and physical wellness. He's also he also has amazing projects that he does with young children as a way of catching them really young. Maji was our very first guest on Ways, in case you didn't know, now you know. And we're super honored to be hosting him again. Thank you, Maji, for coming.
Thank you so much for having me back. I'm really excited about this.
No, don't be a stranger anymore. I think I should be bringing you more so that maybe my what's it called, my energy level would increase.
Yeah,
but thank you
your little
so
motivation
much.
In the corner.
Yeah, but you look so amazing, by the way.
Thank you.
So Maji, tell me. First of all, is there a correlation between our physical health, right, physical fitness rather, with our mental health? I mean, because we hear it a lot, that it is true, but how true is it? Maybe you paint that picture for us.
Absolutely, it's 100% true. There's a direct link. In fact, it's one of the primary resources that clinicians use when dealing with mental health and mental illness is exercise.
Wow.
Because of the effects it has on your brain, on your body. We all know that exercise releases endorphins. I think we know that.
Yeah.
But you know, the effects of these endorphins are priceless. And it's really about being disciplined and being intentional about exercise. You know, we're all pretty disciplined when it comes to work, when it comes to sometimes with recreation. You'll be disciplined if someone says, hey, there's a wedding. You'll be on time. But when it comes to exercise, a lot of people tend to fall short. And if we could apply that same discipline to our exercise, then I think just as a nation, we would all be doing a lot better. A majority of people don't exercise. They don't have the time for it. They don't see the need for it. They just don't understand the importance of it. That's the thing. So, and if you remember when I was here the last time, I told you, focus on how it makes you feel,
True.
as opposed to how you look. A lot of people are in it for the vanity side of things, you know, so they don't see the results and they just give up. You know, they'll be going along, they'll work out, yes, they'll be encouraged at first, but then they fall off without really understanding the internal benefits. What it does for your internal culture is amazing. That's the thing. It's nature's feel-good drug. So I encourage exercise as much as possible because of the benefits. Now, we live in a highly stressful environment, okay? So let me ask you a question, actually. I heard you on the show, and you said you woke up this morning and you didn't know what was wrong. It was just one of those days, right? A lot of people have this. A lot of people don't know what's wrong sometimes. They're just off their game. What did you do about it? I ask.
Nothing.
Not much, right? Okay, and this is what I mean by being deliberate. So when you talk about exercise, a lot of people set up barriers for themselves without even knowing it, right? They'll say, to go to the gym, wahala. To suit up and exercise, wahala. All right, but the truth is that you need to just try to add activity to your daily routine. Little things, little changes, like taking the steps, you know, when you're going into a building that usually requires an elevator. Walking more, being deliberate about your walks, getting sunshine, the way you think. All these things matter. What you feed yourself news-wise. I mean, there was a period now. I know you guys deal with the news a lot, right? And
I think that's part of my depression.
Mess you up, honestly. So remember when we were dealing with the protests, the toll gate, and all of that, right? I made a recommendation to people: go on a news diet. Be careful about what you are feeding yourself mentally, because that also adds to things, right? So it's not just what you do physically, but what you do mentally, being deliberate about that and the way you think about things. So find activities you enjoy. I love swimming, right? You know, I don't always get access to a pool, but when I do, I'll take it, right? I like walking, I like cycling, I like sports. So I try to do things that I enjoy. Sometimes, and it doesn't have to be physical. It can be, you know, pick up a habit, a hobby. It can be arts and crafts. It could be anything that you enjoy, activities, and being deliberate about doing them, scheduling it. You know, there's one thing that our Caucasian relatives do, which I really admire, is that they are very deliberate about their weekends, their recreation. By Tuesday, Wednesday, they're planning their weekends. And I noticed that we are not, as a nation, very active on weekends. We tend to be very active with, again, weddings and events and stuff. But weekends are really the time to really lean into your exercise life. Okay, so I mentioned earlier about setting barriers for yourself, like joining a gym, going to a gym. Body weight exercises at home, right? You do that. Exactly. So you understand. All right. So if you say to yourself, okay, I'm going to join a gym, and but wait till I get some money, wait till I get this, wait till I get that, you will keep procrastinating. But you wake up in the morning, get the exercise out of the way. First thing you do. But it's about prioritizing it. You got to set it up as a priority in your mind. The things that are important. All right. This is your health. And when your health fails,
everything is gone.
So
nothing matters, right? Prioritize it, make it important as what you do, and see what impact it has on your life, because it's about the consistency with which you do it as well. If you're setting yourself goals like, there's one event I want to go to, I want to fit into a dress, and I'll start exercising. When you get there, what happens afterwards?
I'm very good at that.
Yeah, but what happens after? It is, again, it's the mindset of making it a lifestyle that is important because of the benefits of it, the health benefits. People that don't exercise, you get sick more, right? Your immunity drops.
Drops, yeah.
Okay, so good. If you also consider exercising outside, I noticed you mentioned again, you don't want to be doing things outside. The sun. Why are we afraid of working out in the sun? I don't mean midday sun or where you'll perish.
Sunburn.
I mean like in the morning when the sun's coming up, you're exercising, get outside, get that vitamin D. You know that vitamin D gets the brain to release serotonin, which has an amazing calming effect. So you're stressed, you're feeling the effects of perhaps a very intense lifestyle that can lead to what in our field we call burnout. A lot of people in the corporate world suffer from burnout. They're just exhausted, just too much going on. All right? Exercise, again, is a great reliever for that. You get what I'm saying? Can I try something? How long do I have?
Let's go. We have time.
We got time? All right. I'm going to use you because you're dressed for it. You don't mind, right?
Do I have to stand up?
Yes, you do.
Do we have to do that?
No, worry. You're not going. We can do that after the break.
So because
I just want you to stand right there.
Oh.
In fact, you know what? Don't even stand up.
Okay.
You don't have to stand up. I just want you to do this, okay? Your arms up, out like this, and I just want you to just wave your arms just like this. Just like this. That's it. That's all you're doing. All right? Keep going with that, just for like 30 seconds. All right? You're just doing that. Good.
Okay,
Stick with it. Are you feeling it in your shoulders yet?
Yes, I am.
You're feeling the strain in your shoulders, right? Okay, good. Now, just arms straight out and just make little circles. Little circles like this, going backwards. Yeah, that's it. You're doing great. You're doing great. Fantastic. Fantastic. Good. Are you feeling the pain? Feeling the strain? Now forward, change direction forward.
Okay.
Just like that. Yeah. Good, good. Now it's getting a bit harder, right? Okay, well, you exercise, you're feeling it. All right, we're going to stop in a few seconds.
Okay.
I'll count you down, all right? In 5, 4,
Okay, now.
3, 2, 1, and stop. Arms down. You felt that.
Yeah.
You see how easy it is to challenge your body?
Yeah.
Just by doing simple body weight, right? That was just your body weight, that's just gravity. Now you imagine doing a 20-minute workout at home. But there's something more important that I just wanted to demonstrate there. In the last few seconds of just what you were doing, what were you thinking about?
I don't know. I was just thinking about the pain in my arm.
What were you thinking about?
I was thinking about what we're doing, nothing.
Right. Nothing more?
Yeah.
You weren't thinking about yesterday?
No.
Any stress you might have had yesterday?
No.
You weren't thinking about what you have to do tomorrow or after the show? Any issues? You were very locked into what you were doing in that present moment. All right? That's just about being present. And one of the things about stress and anxiety, it's usually in the past or in the future. Not often in that present moment. And one of the keys is to be able to bring yourself into that present moment. It's a meditative state. It's like meditation. I mean, that's what it's all about. It's all about being present. So when you feel yourself spiraling, thinking about problems, thinking about issues, getting bogged down with them, you try to bring yourself into that present moment. Now, some people use breathing exercises for that. All right? They'll say take in 10 deep breaths. 4 seconds in, hold for 4 seconds, exhale for 4 seconds, and do that 10 times. That helps bring you
in the moment.
Think about things around you. Focus on a smell. Focus on something you see, right? Focus on something you hear to get into the present moment. Or exercise. And what I just showed you brought you into the present moment, and you're not thinking about anything else but where you are, what you're doing. You are most alive in the present moment, and it's great for your mental health.
Okay.
So
Elsie. If you want to wait, let us quickly just go on a very short break, then you ask your question.
Yeah, okay.
Stay with us, we'll be right back. Now, if you just tuned in, we're having an amazing chat with Majaida on relationship between mental health and physical fitness. Remember, you can join this conversation. Let's hear what you have to say. Send us an SMS or WhatsApp to 081-803-84663. Elsie, over to you.
Yes. So while we both of us can say we understand and we know the benefits to a certain degree. Yeah? I've heard people say, you know what, I have never done any form of exercise in my life, and I'm fine, I'm healthy, there's nothing wrong with me, people are just stressing yourself. In fact, sometimes when I'm doing my runs, I get that stare. Even when I walk into the gym, when I go into the gym, like, what are you burning? Like, do you want to disappear? So why do you think we have that mindset? And why would a person be able to have that sort of brag and another person cannot? What's the difference in our body and our mind, and what does it just do?
Well, honestly, I don't think body type really matters. We are all designed to be active. We're all designed to move, and that is why you get better when you exercise. You get stronger, you get fitter, and it's not just about your physical experience, your physical appearance. Your heart health matters. Your immunity matters. People get sick a lot easier when they don't exercise, when they live sedentary lives, and you might hear it a lot. Oh, I'm down today. I'm down today. Why does it happen more to you than other people? And you'll find again that is down to exercise. And we've talked a lot about mental health. How do you cope with stress? How are you as a person? When you wake up in the morning, how are you? Do you approach the world with intent? Do you imprint your energy on the world? Or does the world dictate to you where you're going to be, what mood you're going to be in, if you're going to be happy, if you're going to be sad? This is what intentional living is all about. It's about being deliberate in your thought process. So when people say, I don't need to exercise, I don't want to exercise, I'll be honest with you, a lot of people are lazy. That's just the truth. They just are too lazy to exercise. They can't be bothered to do it. And it may not show straight away.
It's not easy.
It's not easy, but is there anything in life that is easy?
Sleeping.
All right, so again, not everybody can sleep easily, especially if you've got a troubled mind. Especially if you've got clutter in your mind, you find it harder to get to sleep. And sleep is very important. All right, a lot of people underestimate how powerful it is to be able to regulate your sleep, sleep at a certain time, wake up at a certain time, get in your 6 to 8 hours of sleep, and what it does to the body, and how detrimental it is to the body to deprive it of sleep. I did a show once called, I have a radio show, and the topic was, is being busy overrated? A lot of people glorify being busy and the whole idea of being busy. And as Nigerians, we don't like to be caught in moments where we're not doing anything. You always got to sound busy. You might be sitting at home, someone calls you, you'll stand up. Hello? Sorry, listen, okay, let me call you back. We all do it because we think it's important to be busy. And God forbid you say, what are you doing? Nothing. But rest is just as important as exercise.
True.
Okay, so it's a holistic approach. It's not just the exercise you're doing, it's what you're eating, how much sleep you're getting, what you're consuming in terms of, you know, like content. I said, like news, content, social media, the pressure you're putting under yourself. Get a healthy relationship with technology. That's part of the journey. All right, understand what's coming into your mind.
Absolutely. I was going to ask you, Maji, so if there's someone out there right now that is really at that stage of depression, where they're already there, they've really hit rock bottom, and they're watching this and they want to just start something, some form of maybe physical movement that would help them, you know, gradually, how would you approach that person, and what would you say to that person? Okay,
well, first of all, you know, exercising once in a day, 3 times a week is not enough. It is really about how active you are throughout the day. And again, I would make these recommendations like I've just made to you. What do you enjoy? What kind of things do you enjoy doing? Go on YouTube, put on, there's dance fitness videos that you can do, right? It's something that you enjoy, something that you will keep doing, something, you know, if I tell you do a normal HIIT workout, which is what I do.
Never.
5 minutes, you're already hating life. But if I put on music and I say just dance for half an hour, and these are the steps that you'll follow, you'll do that, you know? So I would say to people going through stuff, first of all, find an activity you enjoy. Reach out to people. Connect with other humans, all right? Because you can feel very isolated when you're going through through a challenge, and believe you me, a lot of us are going through challenging lives in this country, you know. Connect with people, reach out to people. I've already suggested having a healthy relationship with technology. Go on a technology diet. Shut down. When it's time for bed, you can't say, oh, I struggled to sleep last night, but meanwhile you are pressing your phone till 1 a.m.
2 a.m.
All right? Shut it down. Shut off the TV. Shut off the lights. Take breaks in the day. Like I said, it's about being active throughout the day. Walk more. Go, you know, when I started walking, it changed my life. It changed my whole approach to fitness. I get phone calls and I'm on my feet and I'm walking around. So here's a tip. Every phone call you get, take it standing up, take it walking around in circles.
I like that.
I like that.
I like that.
I'm going to do that.
I like that. I mean, I do that pacing around too, but I never count it as part of my exercise. Just pacing around the house.
Count it. Stay as active as you can throughout the day. If you're sitting for an hour, more than an hour, if you've been sitting there for more than an hour, you're sitting too long.
Yeah.
Get up.
Okay. So a friend once said that going to the gym was how he was able to overcome one of his toughest times in life, right? So is there a significant difference between what we do at the gym, I mean, it's encouraged, and what we get to do in the house? What is the difference?
The difference in the gym is that you have equipment, you know, so you can lift weights. And women, ladies, don't be afraid of lifting weights.
Almost.
Okay? That's what you say. Because it's easy, right, to put on muscle?
Yes, I don't want muscle.
No, it's not. You've got men killing themselves in the gym trying to put on muscle.
Not out.
It doesn't come like that. But, you know, it actually increases your ability to lose weight. When you lift. Resistance training is also important.
So I like the deadlifts.
Yeah, deadlift, amazing. So the idea of going to the gym is the motivation you get from having other people around you, exercising, the whole atmosphere as well. It's very uplifting. Look, some of the most challenging periods in my life, I've gotten through them because of exercise. That's how I stumbled into mental health. It was because I started as a fitness coach. I focused on fitness. But while I was on the journey and training myself as well, I started to see the mental benefits. Yeah, I call it bulletproofing your mindset.
Wow.
Leverage the body to get to the mind.
Okay.
Wow, I love that.
Is there a particular kind of exercise for mental health? I know those that do yoga would probably say, oh, breathing is the best. Is there a particular
I can't say that I would pick. There's so many disciplines, there's so many different things, you know. Some people, like martial arts is amazing. Playing soccer, doing sports, doing push-ups, doing aerobics, doing yoga, doing Pilates. They're different things. Just exercise. Find activities you enjoy and do them.
And do it.
That's it. And the more you do, the more you'll be encouraged to try other things. That's it.
So someone is asking, I have a 10-year-old son, right? Is almost becoming, let me read it, it's almost becoming like a couch potato in the house. How do I get him to start living?
How do you get him off the PlayStation?
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's important because
I
went to swim the other day, and then it's also in the gym facility, same gym, but I'm not entering the gym part. And this, I don't know his age, but he's of course big and he's a child. You know he's a child from his face, but he couldn't. You know this jumping jack where you do your hands like he couldn't. His hands couldn't go past,
close. Wow.
Past here.
Wow.
And I was amazed.
You'll be amazed at how at the beginner stage we are, right? I've asked people to just march on the spot and they can't coordinate just to do
Marching,
that.
wow.
You know, so and I don't judge anyone for it, but the key is just to get started. So when you're dealing with children in the house and, you know, you can't get one motivated, first of all, lead by example. All right? Create a culture in your home. Make exercise a family affair. Work out together.
Nice, I like
During
that.
the pandemic, I did online kids fitness, but I made sure that parents were doing it with their kids. And there's nothing like it, because they love it. The kids, especially the younger kids, you know, they want to do what you're doing. They want to do, and you doing it together, apart from it being obviously wonderful for the family bond, but it encourages a healthy culture in the home. Make it a family affair. Go cycling together. Buy bicycles and ride together as a family.
I think I like that.
Yeah, I'm loving the tips.
Yes, I'm really, I'm really loving it. But you know, if you had one thing to say, because we talked about earlier, we were talking about the housing estates, right? You know, and how most housing estates right now are not conscious of fitness. They don't put fitness at the back of their mind when they're constructing, you know, some of these estates. You know,
and it's estates anywhere. There are no pavements.
Yeah.
There
should be a place
like I went to
Yeah.
Amsterdam. Right, I mean, it's one of the best places to be if you love probably like physical activities, because every single road had a bicycle lane. So most of the people there, even the chubby people that you think
shout
that
out to Fashola, the roads he built. I remember the one around Ogba and all.
Yeah, they have all the bicycle
lanes.
lanes. So even the chubby people, you think that this person cannot ride bicycle. I saw one very chubby lady riding, and she was on top speed riding the bicycles, because the government knows the importance of that activity.
Absolutely.
You know, we don't have all of those infrastructure. So how do we even start to probably, you know, also get the government involved in all of these things? Because it's one thing for us to say, but people do not understand that. Maybe why we have a lot of mad people in Lagos. I'm sorry. We have a lot of,
no, call it aggressive people.
No, this one is really, you just see road rage, you see madness. You just, like it's
a lot of.
Do you understand? There's a lot of frustration in Lagos.
Absolutely.
So maybe it is tied to the fact that people, you know, do not have physical activities that they do. So how do we even encourage, first of all, estates, then also the government to also enforce this thing, to make it important, you know, as part of a mandatory, what's it called, activity that must happen in every single estate? How do we get that?
Well, I mean, this is what I'm here trying to do, is create awareness, you know, and I think that people understand that, they need to understand that it's a social responsibility. You know, the life expectancy of the average Nigerian is too low. And that's not because the streets are dangerous, it's because it's a stressful environment.
Thank you.
So what are you doing about it? You know, I want to see campaigns. I want to see, I don't want to see billboards selling, you know, the affluent lifestyle and things that people can't afford. I want to see billboards giving people health tips, fitness tips, lifestyle tips, things that are designed to make things better and make exercise accessible to people. You know, so you've got to create places for people to exercise. Like, I mean, you drive around the UK.
Yeah.
You're going to see places where people are playing five-a-side football all over the place.
Absolutely.
Pitches there,
Basketball
courts, things like that. They need to develop these things here to make it, you know, a lot of youth centers where people can exercise. And then, you know, the businesses as well, the private sector as well, we've got to make exercise and healthy living affordable. Because we, you know, the majority of people don't live in the income bracket that can afford the gyms and afford that. So we've got to create, and it's fine, it's a business. I'm not knocking the business. But the fact is, we've got to create alternatives. And again, this is what I've been trying to sell. Body weight exercises, outdoor. We've got the environment for it. We've got the, you know, we've got the
weather, the perfect weather for it.
It's perfect, you know. Exercise outdoors, create spaces for people, get instructors out there, give people free workouts. Have you been to the National Stadium on a Saturday morning?
Yes, I have.
It's incredible.
Yes.
There's a turnout of people there. So people are actually...
After that, they go for pepper soup.
Yes, you know, and they go and whack food. But the fact is that people are
actually very conscious of that.
For this, because people want change. Not just change from the government, but change from the individual mindsets of people. So like, as you said, out there, people are angry. People are frustrated. You can see it on the roads. Nobody wants to give anybody chance for anything. But yet, same people, put them on a plane, send them to the first world in a nice, peaceful environment, and they'll come.
I also think,
they're loving people.
I think that's our mindset as well that we need to work on. Remember what he said earlier about everybody wanting to be busy. You travel to some countries and they don't even work Monday to Friday. But here, in fact, we work weekends if you allow us. Aside that, you see them go for their break. Once it's 1 o'clock, all the shops will close outside Nigeria, and they have to ensure that they go on break because they understand what it is for them. But here, during break, we are eating. How much you want to buy? How is it? It feels like if you leave that job at that point, you will die. Yes. Not make the money. So our mindset and our organization has been in a way that we don't even think we have time for for exercise.
For
when
a
you
break,
talk to people about
yeah.
exercise, they be like, your life is okay now. You don't have problem. If you have problem,
you will not be exercising.
You know, so we need to also begin to really have
so
conversations.
how do we even have that? You know, how do we change that mindset?
We need to, it's an individual choice. We need to change the lens we have on mental health. Right now, it's attached to negative things. It's attached to depression. It's attached to anxiety. Start to attach it to just lifestyle and the positive side of things, which is having good mental health. And you achieve that by the choices you make on a day-to-day basis. And it's got to be all of us. You know, I deal with corporate wellness. And I'm not just talking to staff, I'm talking to management, the ones who are setting ridiculous targets for staff.
Thank you.
That make it almost unmanageable to have any sort of life. And you end up with staff dealing with burnout. Which, like I said, is dangerous on its own. So the fact is we all have to work together and understand from a community level that, you know, we all need this. Too many unexplained deaths based on lifestyle. That is the truth. Our food needs to change. People need to start learning and understanding how to make healthier food choices while still enjoying the food that they like, but making healthier choices. The stress of living here in Nigeria is connected to why we have such a robust nightlife. It's escapism. People turn to substance abuse. That's why you have such a heavy nightlife. Alcohol use. That is substance use. That is escaping from the reality of life, which is that it is stressful. But we live in the real world. We are present in what we do, so we all need to work together.
You just touched a very soft point, Tom.
Go ahead, it's something on social media.
No, because you see this nightlife you talked about, right?
Yeah.
How do we even get these people? Because, I mean, we were saying that anybody who wants to do any lucrative business in this Nigeria, just be selling beer, you'll be all right. Because a lot of people actually do use these cigarettes, alcohol, substance generally to, you know, to try to manage their stress level. But that is further damaging their health, and they do not know. So how do we even... It's a big issue.
It's big, but it's, you know, again, not to, because there are people running businesses out there doing this, but the fact is that it's not, that's not where the change happens. The change happens here, with the awareness, with people wanting change. And that is just, you know, promoting things like exercise and mental health.
Okay. There is a news report I saw that I actually wanted to react to. When we saw it, we shared it around a group of friends, and it was just interesting. It's from South Korea. So the South Korean government are enforcing slower music in gyms as a means to combat coronavirus. The story says, and I quote, music with more than 120 beats per minute is forbidden during group exercises, such as aerobics and spinning, stating that the measure was intended to prevent people from breathing too fast or splashing sweat on the others. So, I mean, this story has been shared around. I mean, it's really legit. It's not.
I saw the story now. Yeah.
So, what do you think? Is this? I was
so they want us to be doing slow music.
Slow.
In the gym.
Wow. I mean,
I can't even be on a treadmill without a fast song.
Yeah, it's getting ridiculous now. I mean, that's. I figure that's a first world problem, right?
Yeah.
Well,
you know what I mean?
But you know how we copy first world
absolutely.
rules, right?
We're trying to just, you know, get people moving here. But no, the truth is that you shouldn't slow down exercise. You know, of course, the more intense it is, the better it is for people. Not for everybody, but, you know, as a general rule, you know, you raise the intensity as you progress. So slowing the music down and getting people to sweat less kind of defeats the whole purpose, doesn't it? Because I want you to sweaty. I want you out of breath. I want you not to be able to communicate after your workout where you need to, and, you know, get the real benefits of it. You are doing everybody an injustice by trying to get people to slow down on their workouts. Doesn't make sense. I mean, I understand they don't want to close the gyms, but, you know, perhaps look at social distancing rules again, you know, limit the amount of people that go in.
Or open air exercise.
Brilliant. Open air exercise is another way, you know, to have the businesses look at their models. Maybe they have outdoor areas, increase the outdoor training and so on. But don't take away the music.
So
don't take the music away.
Ade from the UK, he says, good evening, ladies, and gentlemen. Ade, you are not always adding gentlemen. Our government officials should start the healthy living lifestyle to reduce their belly fat.
Oh,
They are fed belly.
So our
and
leaders
stop-
are not healthy.
Wait
Wow.
now, I stop billboard advertisement on fast food, cigarettes, eating of other junk food. What would your guest recommend as fluid after a workout? Is it juice?
Water.
Juice or water?
Water.
Or diluted drinks? What would you recommend? Water. Right?
Water is
Always water.
water is nature's medicine, guys. 95% of us are not hydrating enough.
Yeah.
Too many people think, Coke. Sorry,
Water
I'm
is
not going to
even
mention brands,
expensive
but
these days.
soft drinks and stuff is hydrating.
It's not.
The only real hydrating you're going to get is by drinking water and drinking water regularly. I guarantee you, if you think you're drinking enough water, you're not. Water should be your best friend. You should have a bottle of water with you all the time. You should be drinking water all the time. You should be going to the bathroom all the time because you need to flush your system out regularly.
Absolutely.
So, no, the only drink that I would say is, well, don't forget all these energy drinks, all these things. Water.
No juice.
Now, if you are drinking enough water and then you want to have an energy drink, maybe you're feeling a little burnt out after a particularly intense workout, then it means you're really in the lifestyle already. But don't come from a couch potato
freshly
space.
Squeezed,
freshly squeezed
fruits.
juice as well.
Yes, from the fruits, like fresh orange,
now we're
fresh
moving
pineapple.
into nutrition.
Yeah.
Okay, so are you getting your intake of fruit and vegetables? A great way to get fruits is to juice
those
it.
fruits is really hydrated.
Yes, fruit. No, the juice. If you juice the fruit, is good.
And it depends on the fruit as well.
It depends, because the
Some
one I
fruits are
drink
higher in
is
sugar.
always here.
Right? Some fruits are higher in sugar.
Watermelon.
Watermelon is great. That's
Perfect.
good. Has a lot of liquid in it, But if we're talking about pineapple juice, that's kind of sugary.
Or
You might
smoothies
dilute
that
it
you
with
have.
a
Some
bit of
take
watermelon.
smoothies, and I don't think that works.
Thank you so much. You didn't commend us. Since the last time you came, we've changed. We only do
You're
water
drinking
now.
water. But I'm watching. Wait. Put your glasses down. Put your glasses down. Don't cheat. Let's look at the water. You just took a big swig. Let's look at the water level. All right. I'm steady chugging my water through the show.
We are focusing on you.
We were focusing on what you were saying.
Yeah.
I'm so engaging.
I loved what you said. I like the part that you said focus on how you feel and not how you look, and leverage on your body to access your mind.
Absolutely.
I think those are the two key takeaways for me.
Yeah.
And I mean, there were so many nuggets from tonight's show.
Definitely.
Elsie, do you want to quickly say one last thing before we run? Because we ran out of time. You said everything, honestly.
Nothing to add.
But Maggie, when are you coming back?
When you want me back.
Oh, fantastic.
I'm here anytime.
So we're going to probably do the nutrition part of this, because it's also important for people to understand how to start to change. Our meals are really heavy in Nigeria.
Get a nutritionist on the show.
We
That's
have you
really
already.
important. Get a good one. And I think you should have a show where you actually show people how to work out.
Yeah, I think we'll try that now that we have. Yes, we'll try that.
We've done.
Yes, we've done. No,
That was an exercise to show you something. I mean, I'll actually show you how long is the show? I'll give you a 10-minute workout that if you do
perfect. So
consistently.
we'll do that on your next visit.
Absolutely, and people just repeat.
Yeah, we'll repeat
Copy
that.
and paste.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Maji. We had an amazing time. Thank you, Elsie.
Thank you.
I think I'm feeling better.
Yeah, you feel good? I'm glad.
All right, so before we go, do ensure you follow us on Instagram. It's at @Africa. You can interact with us further, drop a comment, and most importantly, we're planning a very huge giveaway to say thank you to you for believing in the Ways brand and watching us. So do well to follow the conversation and follow us now again. Now. Follow us on Instagram. It's at @Africa. Like, share, and invite your friends and family to watch. Now, if you missed today's quote, here it is again. Exercise not only changes your body, it changes your mind, your attitude, and your mood. As you can see, I'm looking a lot better than I started the show, and I'm feeling a lot better than I started the show. So we'll see you live tomorrow as we bring another great conversation to your screen. Enjoy.